So this is absolute King Shazam, and this dude is a menace, let me tell y'all. So King Shazam is from the Absolute Universe, and this is actually a Black Adam variant. For those who don't know what the Absolute Universe is, it's a universe made by Darkseid where instead of good always winning and heroes always having the advantage, it's the exact opposite where heroes are severely nerfed and are always underdogs fighting against evil. So King Shazam actually first appears in the Absolute Superman comics. So this starts off in ancient Egypt 3,000 years ago where we see a man getting beat with a whip. We then learn that this is one of the slaves that were taken from a place called Kahndaq and were actually brought to Egypt to serve the pharaoh. As this dude's getting jumped, a child named Teth Adam steps in demanding they leave him alone. He then tries to help the dude up, but as soon as he does, they stab the fuck out of him. And then after, they just start beating the hell out of Adam. Later on, Adam gets carried back to his village. We then see a sorceress talking to the villagers about a prophesied savior that will bring freedom and justice. The villagers ain't believing none of this though, especially from a stranger. She then starts to describe the savior as a man with eyes of fire, a cape made of dust, and the ability to fly. Now from the way she's talking, you would think she's talking about Shazam, but she's actually talking about Superman. Regardless of this though, Adam hears this story and determines that he will be the one to save the world. He then sets off to escape the slave camp. After getting so far that the catchers wouldn't even try to catch him anymore, a bright light shines in his direction. We then see that this is actually Absolute Brainiac's ship. The ship then beams bro up, and that's when he meets a bunch of different Brainiacs. The Brainiacs then comment on how Adam is just another slave who wants freedom. But then they read his mind and they see all the rage in there, and then they get interested. One of the other Brainiacs then say that even if they are interested, he's too scrawny for any cybernetic enhancements. They start brainstorming and they even propose an idea to put Daxamite nanites in his blood. For those who don't know, Daxamites are descendants of Kryptonians, so they were really about to put pseudo-Kryptonian DNA in this dude. They then come up with using a father box that they found in a black hole and intent on fusing it with Adam's body. We then cut to present day where we see Superman, Lois, Ra's al Ghul, and Talia all in a standoff, until out of nowhere a father box appears. Lois then sees that the father box is actually hurting the fuck out of Superman and tries to help him, but he looks at her with blood dripping from his eyes and just yells for her to run. He then punches the shit so hard that it causes a massive explosion. Ra's then tells Talia that they cannot afford to fight here because of what else is stored here. Who else is stored here? The father box then starts to send energy into the ground, and that's when we see a lightning bolt symbol. Another explosion happens, and that's when we see this dude Adam emerge from the ground as King Shazam. And can we talk about this fucking fit, bro? This man's pull-up game is nasty as hell. This dude starts levitating and everybody starts shitting their pants basically, bro. He then starts tweaking out saying how the world is too loud. Superman tries to help him and tells him to calm down, but then on the next panel we see that Shazam just punched him so hard that he went flying for 1100 miles. Bro then starts to press Ra's, asking him how long he's been asleep, and then he tells him that it's been over 3,000 years. Ra's basically starts to tell him more bullshit, so Shazam just dismembers the fuck out of this dude. Superman then comes flying back in and these two get the scrapping. Shazam takes a good look at Superman and then starts to recite the